podcast, but I figured we could dialogue about it here. If you're with me, thank you, thank you, thank you for coming in. Thank you for stopping by. So I want to talk about this, like dating, really dating as an entrepreneur. I want to talk about that. Women entrepreneur, like what that looks like as a single entrepreneur. And I'm coming from a standpoint of myself. When I was in the dating game, when I was single, I was out there and I had my business going on. And I'm also talking from a married perspective as a married woman. So drop your questions below. If you have any dating questions, period, dating and relationship questions. So, hey, y'all, hey, what's up? I'm your girl. This is Lucretia, speaker, author, purpose and relationship coach. And I help teach Christian single women how to date with confidence and cultivate relationships that lead to love and commitment, aka the ring, the wedding, the marriage. So I'm here and I want to focus on a topic for those women entrepreneurs, and when it comes to dating. But I got a few announcements I got to tell you. A few announcements I want to share with you all is that the podcast, When Marriage and Purpose Collide, we focus on helping those Christian singles out there date and wait with purpose and intention. We brought on some amazing guests that are coming on board and some people that you'll love and enjoy, and we'll be talking about some trending topics out there that we've been talking about. That's normally probably not talked about among the Christian community, and we need to go ahead and share it. So next Monday, the 18th, When Marriage and Purpose Collide, the podcast will release YouTube and on a major podcast streaming platform. So that is out there. All right. It will be out there. But you can watch previous episodes if you so enjoy and love to. But I'm here now. So give me some likes. Give me some loves. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to drop it in the comment section. Drop it in the chat. And we can talk about it. Let's talk about dating and relationships out here because listen, y'all need the help and I'm here to offer the assistance. So today we're talking about being an entrepreneur. So if you're single, you're out there and you're dating, right? And so there's a study done by the Kauffman Foundation that has said women entrepreneurs are more likely to be single than their male counterparts. This may be due to the fact that women often face more barriers and challenges in the business world. However, a supportive partner can make all the difference. So this is not new to all of us. We're not foreign to hearing this information about women, period, with breaking barriers and challenges. And then on top of that, women entrepreneurs. I found myself amongst seeing a lot of rising entrepreneurs in my lifetime, in my single stage and in my married stage. Like people, it's just a lot of us out there who are doing big things. We, as far as starting a business, jump starting one, to maintaining one, to actually seeing their business grow and making top dollars and big figures. Like women, we are doing it big when it comes to our businesses and starting it. And I love that. And I don't think we should diminish ourselves when we have businesses thinking a certain way. I'm not saying all of us do. I'm just saying that there's a canned image that can come once you say I'm an entrepreneur and you're a woman. Right? There's this image that is possibly portrayed out there and it doesn't have to be. Because why? When it comes to romantic relationships, right? Business-oriented women, some of us struggle with balancing their masculine and feminine energies. Masculine and feminine energy is real. Regardless if you're Christian or not, those things do come to play. I remember there was a time when I used to hear feminine energy and all that thing. I'll be like, I don't know if I'm with that. I don't know if I get that. I don't know if that's me. I don't know if I fall in that category. I just had a certain perception when it came to something that said feminine energy on it. But as I grew and as I began to learn more, it's something that honestly we as women already possess. We just don't know how to tap into it when we need to tap into it. We don't know how to jumpstart it, especially when it comes to our romantic relationships. A lot of us use our masculine energies, that go-gettedness, that work mode, that focus energy, that output, that problem solving, that getting things done. We tend to use that in our business, and you tend to show that in your romantic life. So what happens when you're dating, the guy that you're dating and tend to date, whatever it is, they're seeing that masculine energy more than they're seeing the feminine energy. And so they're taking that and they're like, but wait a minute, where's the one that I know that I could have that can be my other whole, right? That can be complete with me. I'm doing the masculine thing. I don't want somebody else masculine. I want somebody else. And so that's kind of what I think is out there nowadays when it comes to women. That's just in general. That's not even entrepreneurs. That's just in general business-minded women, right? But I'm talking mainly to those that are entrepreneurs, because I was one. And I feel like, especially if you're a rising entrepreneur and you're trying to get business off the ground, there's a certain energy that you have when it comes to dating. There's a certain energy that you don't have, okay? There's a certain, how can you show up? It's hard because you have your business. Some of you are working. I worked full-time job and I was trying to get a business off the ground at the same time. And I was trying to date. So I had no time to wait and play games. Like, we're not doing that. We're not playing games right now. You're not wasting my time, because the time that I have is very valuable. I'm making investments in my own life. And I feel like if you're not great on the investment, then we don't need to be talking. You're wasting my time. So, and I also feel like because we're so focused, also, when it comes to entrepreneurship, a lot of times we don't know how to handle or invite a man inside of our life with our busy schedules, with what we got going on, right? And so I think that's something that it's hard to do when you know you have to make an income and you know you have to build, and it's hard to build a relationship with another person, with the man. And so now you have to figure those things out. It's rough. And the hard part is, and I'm going to say this, is you're going to have to choose. If you seek to be married and you are a woman entrepreneur, right? This is only for the women because I can't speak for the men. I don't know. I only know for the women. If you seek to be married and you are a woman entrepreneur, you are going to have to choose. It's going to be some hard decisions that you're going to have to put in place. If you're at a stage to where your business isn't flourishing already before you meet him, it's going to be a little harder for you to develop the magnitude that you need to invite a potential suitor in your life. It's just hard because you're building from the ground up and you're trying your best to do that. And you have to have everything has to be on 10, right? Everything has to be on 10. So those are the things that we have to think about. Can you do it? Yes. Will you be drained? Possibly. Can you balance? Yes. So you have to think about those things when that comes into play. And you have to realize how to maneuver through dating and relationships when it comes to also managing your business well and managing your love life well and managing your personal life well. Right? If you seek to be married, there's some things you have to put into place. Also, you have to figure out, like, listen, do I need a virtual assistant with my business? Or do I need to find something? Do I need to put my business to the side for a little bit? Hard decisions have to be made. Tough decisions, right? And I'm going to talk a little bit about what you can do in those situations. But honestly, I'm not saying to drop your dream. I'm not saying to let it go. I'm not saying to never do your purpose. I'm saying that if you seek to be married, there's some things you have to put to the side think about, let God lay his hands on to see where it fits in your life to where you can invite a man into your life. Tough decisions have to be made. You can do it, but tough decisions have to be made. So, what I want to talk about today is how to date like a boss, like a literal entrepreneur boss, and give you 7 strategies that you can use while you're out there. Okay. So if you're on me and you see this, go ahead. I want some hearts, some love, some likes. Help me out here, y'all. Help me out. Share this live with somebody else. You're looking at me. Go ahead and share it with your single people, single sisters out there, and your single women entrepreneurs. Share this out there with them. Let's talk. Let's chat. If you have any questions regards to dating and relationships, again, please do put it in the chat and let's get it. All right. So first thing you're going to need to do, period, point blank, is prioritize your relationship with God. Okay. That's the thing you have to do. This is regardless if you have, of course, regardless if you have a business or not. But when you do have a business and you are trying to figure out how to date, and you're dating out there, and maybe you're in a relationship and you're trying to figure out, like, I don't know what to do with the guy, I don't know what to do with my business, you still need to be focusing on Jesus, your center, with everything going on. Ensure that amidst your busy schedule, you're making time for prayer, Bible study, attending church, and strengthening your relationship with God to provide guidance and peace as you navigate both your business and your personal life. So in Jeremiah, it talks about how you have to, the Lord was saying to Jeremiah, telling to the people of Israel, if you look for me wholeheartedly, you will find me. Some of you aren't looking. You're in your business, you're trying to date, your head is to the papers, right? Your head is to your client, to your customer, to your partner, to all those things. And you have not looked to God wholeheartedly to give you the plan that you need to make in your life to be able to do what you need to do. You have to prioritize your relationship with God. Once you prioritize your relationship with God, God will then give you the plan you need to move forward. He will be your guide. He will say, sis, you need to put this. I don't know if God talks to you like that. I'm just saying. He will say, sis, you need to put this right here. You need to put this right here. You need to move this over here. You need to go over here, move that. Prioritize. It will strengthen your relationship. Have conversations. Say, God, I don't know where I'm supposed to be right now. I want to date. Help me. Help me in this moment. I have a business and I want to date. I want to flourish in my business, and I seek to be married. God, show me what I could be doing right now to help with the situation I'm in, because I'm struggling. You're seeking, you're asking, right? If you look for me wholeheartedly, you will find me, is what the Lord says. Are you looking? Right? Some of us aren't looking, so we're not going to find. You have to look, right? Number 2 is to set boundaries and schedule time. All right? Just as you schedule time for your business and prioritize your schedule, it needs to happen the same way when it comes to dating intentionally and building relationships. All right? You have to figure out how to do that. That means blocking off specific evenings and weekends for socializing and dating. All right? You have to do it. You have to figure out what works in your schedule. That means thinking ahead. Just like you think ahead for a dentist appointment, just like you think ahead for your physical, for some of us for mammograms, for pap smears. You got to think ahead, right? Where these appointments fit? Where does this fit in my life? And figure out where to put it in your schedule, right? Is it Fridays and Saturdays? Mondays and Tuesdays? Maybe you like weekday dates. Maybe you like weekend dates. You have to figure that out. You got to be intentional. Intentional dating is not only when you start dating the guy. It starts way before you date. That's the reason why I have a free guide out there. It's called Before You Date. It's 3 strategies to setting your dating plan, something like that. But 3 strategies, right? So start building on your dating plan now before you get out there. Some of y'all just jumping in. Just jumping in. Here I am. I'm a date. You need a plan before you start doing that. Okay? So go and grab that. It's within the link in my bio. Go ahead and grab that. But you have to be intentional when it comes to your time. All right? Next thing is the same way you communicate your expectations, right? A lot of y'all don't have time to waste. Okay? A lot of y'all don't have time to waste. So that means for those who struggle with communicating expectations, you need to start communicating your expectations in a loving, of course, graceful way. All right? You have to be observant. You cannot rush. But you also have to think about the investment of time you're making, so you have to be thoughtful about the process. That means you have to choose well. That means you can't talk to these dudes who ain't on your level. When I mean on your level, that's not on with the values, that you want in a future spouse. If they're not showing that, if they're not giving that, then you need to move on. So don't be communicating expectations to men that you don't expect to marry. Right? What we expecting for? If they're showing their true colors and you've already communicated something, that means it's time to go. Right? Don't waste your time, especially as a woman entrepreneur. You don't have time to waste. You got deals to land. You got clients to help out with. You got customers to appreciate, right? You got all these things. You don't have time, right? So you're going to have to be able to learn how to communicate your expectations in a loving way, okay? Figure out what you expect before you enter into dating. And talk it out with the person that you're dating, right? So while I'm on this subject, let me tell you, my Can't Wait to Date sessions are live, all right? That means they're open. You can enroll and register in a session today, all right? So this is a perfect for those who are transitioning from dating on pause. Maybe you took a pause on dating and you want to figure out like what I want to do, or maybe I'm not ready kind of deal. Or maybe you're dating exclusively where you have found the guy and you guys are possibly walking on the right path together, but you're just unsure, just a little unsure about it, and you need a little help and guidance. Or it could be that you're engaged, okay? That you're engaged and you want to know just a little bit more before you make the step to date, or to marry, right? So it's a one-time session and it's packed with insights and strategies that's going to help you elevate your dating experience. You need this in your life if you are dating, right? It's Can't Wait to Date sessions. Go ahead and hit the link in my bio and you can get access to learn more information about it and to sign up. I cannot wait to see you. Cannot wait to see you in those sessions upcoming, okay? So I left us with communicate your expectations so you don't waste your time. The next thing you need to do is seek accountability and support. So you got to make sure you're surrounding yourself by people that love, care for you. That could be community of friends, family, your small group. It could be mentors. It could be those who can provide encouragement, accountability, advice that can help navigate your dating life. All right? Those who you can talk to, those who talk to you in a way that you'll listen. Some of us, okay? Some of us need that in our lives. We need we need that. We need to bring that in our lives, right? So you need to learn how to seek accountability and support. For those who are on here just now joining me, thank you. This is a live for the women who are entrepreneurs out here seeking a date. And they're like, I'm out here, but what am I doing? Or what do I need to be doing, right? So the fifth strategy is to seek accountability and support. Next thing is you need to trust God's timing. We try to rush everything. Try to rush because this is what you're doing. I own a business. I'm on this time clock. I'm over 30, over 40. I'm trying to be married. I have all these things ahead of me. I got life to live. The doctor told me this with my fertility. I want to do this. So I gotta I got to do something, right? But we forget to take the time to really think about God's timing for our lives. So we try to rush into situations. We try to rush into relationships that end up to be situationships. Or we end up getting heartbroken because we're trying to rush. And you are the woman who is on the outside. People wouldn't think you would have any issues with finding men. People wouldn't think you would have anything going on because you portray to us that everything is fine, right? But you still choose, you don't choose well. You don't choose well, right? It's because you have to trust God's timing. I see a lot of women in my life, those who are making top figures, 6 figures, professional, lovely, amazing, beautiful women out there, high earning, got their house, got their car, got everything they want in their life that God gave them, blessed them with, right? But for some reason, this area of love is just hard. And I think it's hard because this taps into the emotional side of your life. Again, as women entrepreneurs, this can go for other people as well. But as women entrepreneurs, we're focused. We have a desire to win. We'll go for it. We'll ask the questions. We'll take the classes. We'll do all the things to get where we need to be financially, to get our business on target, to get the car we need, to get all the things, to travel, all those things. But for this, we can't compartmentalize a little bit. We'll say, well, that doesn't really need a plan. I don't really need to have a coach for that. I don't really need to have somebody help me in that area, but you'll go get help for fitness. You go help get financial coaching. You'll get all those things, but yet your love life is lacking because you know it, but you won't get the help for it. Find a way to get the help for it, and your timing won't be lost. When folks work with me, when women work with me, time is not lost anymore. They're able to work and date with intention without having men waste their time, without having men that aren't supposed to be for them in their DMs, or them trying to go out on dates with men that are not suitable for them. They're choosing well because they have the confidence to know who they are and whose they are, right? You have to have the faith. Faith comes in. Yes, people keep saying he's around the corner, wait for him, all these things. They say that, but it's necessary. We're not telling you to wait just to be saying it. A lot of the women that I found that are married now, they waited. They waited, and they waited well. They waited with intention. They dated with intention. And their marriages flourished because of it. Okay? So number seven, before I get to number 7, I want to let you know of something that I have going on. I've just loaded the new version, or the new date for Before the Husband coaching. So I just had my last cohort session last week for the Before the Husband 6-week program, and I want to let you know that another date has been released. It is April 25th for the new session, and we're going to be walking through a lot of things in this session, and it's going to take you from dating to relationships to marriage, all in 6 weeks, right? So we'll delve into self-awareness, and we'll provide you with knowledge that builds you with a strong foundation to lasting and fulfilling relationships. And my husband will join for some sessions to offer invaluable insights from a male perspective. All right. So he's going to be in there. It was great to have him in the last session. The ladies, the lady that I had that joined the cohort, she asked a lot of questions. My husband was able to go back and forth. Like, it was a great time, right? Get all you need while you can. This is what it's called when it's called investing. This is what it means to invest. Invest in you. This is one way to invest in you. You said this year that you wanted to do something different. that you wanted to go somewhere. You wanted to finally find the love that you need. You don't want to, you're probably on the verge of trying to give up and figure out what's going on with my love life and dating and relationships and all these things. This is the time to dive out there, to do it the right way, to quit wasting time, to get the knowledge you can, and to see how you can progress with your dating and relationships, right? So this is what I have out there. It starts on April 25th. Go ahead and sign up. The link in my bio. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. Okay? Do not hesitate to reach out. So the seventh thing when it comes to dating for women entrepreneurs is maintain balance, right? While building your business and pursuing relationships, you need to maintain a healthy balance, all right, between the two. Avoid neglecting aspects of your life. Prioritize self-care and your own well-being. So, like I said before, you're busy, you're networking, you're on calls, you're invited, you're traveling places, you're doing all the things that entrepreneurs do to make the income that you need to build the life that you want. You are doing it big. However, you have to get a balance for yourself, because if you're worn out and you're drained, he's going to see it. You're going to rush when you get on dates. He's going to see it, because you're going to be like, get to the point. Are you the one? And he's like, I need to get to know you first. And you're like, well, then you end up self-sabotaging relationships because you're tired and exhausted. All you need to do is have a break. All you need to do is have a massage. All you need to do is go on vacation. All those things. So your well-being matters in that. All right. So the 7 things I talked about was to set boundaries and schedule time. Number 1, prioritize your relationship with God. I put it number 1 because that's what we need to do first. Number 1, prioritize your relationship with God. Number 2, set boundaries and schedule time to date with intention. That means evenings and weekends need to be blocked off. Communicate your expectations so you don't waste your time. Seek accountability and support for the season. Trust in God's timing. And lastly, maintain balance. Okay? So yes, this is what I have. If there are any questions that you might have, please do let me know. Any dating and relationship questions that you would like to ask at this time in regards to dating nowadays, or maybe you're in a relationship right now. There's some communication issues that may be going on. Maybe you're just learning. Maybe you're on pause or got off pause and you're trying to be like, sis, what am I supposed to do right now? What am I going to do right now? How do I get myself back out there again, or whatever it may be. But thank you so much for your time. Thank you for investing in me. Like I said, I would love to send me a DM, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also let me know if you need anything. I have resources in the link in my bio.